on the opposite side of the ice for the Bells. We are underway officially. Again, left to right for the Lancers, right to left here for the Bells. As we get this one started here, Orange Lutheran already making their case here to kick things off. Puck rolls all the way out to the blue line. Inside here, this is Jay Yun, the forward. Lays it back. The shot is interrupted before it got anywhere. The cross-ice pass doesn't get through either. Winding up, putting it wide here off of the stick of Lassers. Winds all the way around right in front of the Bells bench. Held in at the left point by Renton. What's the key here today, Mike, as we look towards this Lancers offense?
For Orange Lutheran, they're going to need to get some secondary and tertiary scoring to fill on the backside of Jacob Fury's goal getting and point getting. And then secondly, they're going to have to stay out of the box. They got to make sure that they don't give Bellarmine any opportunities in the special teams.
They have done a good job thus far of controlling the puck here in their first shift. It's been staying down here in this Bells end nearly the entire time since the opening draw. Just underway here in Anaheim. It's the 2018 Kaha State Tournament. It's a pleasure to be with you. Josh Renton enters the zone.
As much zone time that they've had.
Face-off draw one here by the Lancers. The puck goes right through Ethan Hurst. Puck into the middle now as Yun moves in. Yun pulls back. Let's go! And puts it wide off of the stick of Conlon Mann. Picked up by Hurst. All the way out. And Renton is forced to relinquish backwards. Good first try there. First shot of the game here for the Lancers. Nice move there by Yun to get in as icing is whistled down. Now, what's the difference? I know all these guys mostly play on the NHL-sized rink and, every so often find themselves on the Olympic rink. So what's the difference for them? Is that
well, just a little bit more time and space is really what it comes down to. Players, once you get the puck, you're just going to have just a second, maybe a half a second more time to be able to make some plays.
Does it also come into play the legs getting a little more tired?
Well, no doubt. I think if you're not a conditioned player, it makes things really tough on a player that hasn't put a lot of time into their conditioning to get up and down the ice and be able to work throughout this size of ice.
Angus Evans has a little bit of puck trouble now as Stewart lets loose, bounces awkwardly right back towards the net mouth, and winds all the way out of the zone. Has it picked cleanly on the backside. Ferry comes in, slows down, takes a wrister, hits off of the chest of Mann. He puts it down in front now, dives out with the puck loose, and spikes it away.
Conlon Mann couldn't get a hold of that thing. Jackson Ferry had a stick in there, just swatting away at the puck.
Jay Yun trying to move in, can't do so. One-handed effort by Hurst gets it to the corner. Puck awkwardly bounces off of the high glass and rolls out to center ice. Here's Yun again. Takes a check, looking to pass the puck off to Ferry. Ferry now picks it up behind the Bellarmine net. Ferry spins around all the way out to the point. Lassers winds up, puts it off of the toe of Mann. Puck into the corner. And they'll just send it to the empty side of the ice. Ahuja can't get it out. Puck picked cleanly. Pass in front goes right through everybody and into the near boards. Into the corner once more. Looking for a point pass. But Alexander Catano was a little late to get to the spot. Catano now enters the zone. Weaves to the middle. Takes a wrister just for good luck. And we'll get a whistle. Josh Renton, let's go! And a stop there by Mann. Oh, man. Conlon didn't know if he saved it or not.
I think that went off the inside of his blocker, and he just kind of lost track of it.
Ryan Fisher goes a little dusty-do here in his own end. Stretch pass finds the stick of Yun. Trying to lay it off for a streaking Ferry. Shoveled out by Weisenkamp. Puck cleanly now. Here's a quick wrister. Big stop there by Eisenman. Break. Saved here by Ahuja. Looked for the drop pass, but it was out of the reach of Cantelmo. Anybody's puck. Now finds his way to Breakbill. 2 minutes left here. Leaves the puck, avoids the check. Pass to the middle. Breakbill streaks in. Breakbill on the left. Goes to top shelf and scores! Parker Breakbill is second of the game. 2-0.
Just another unbelievable pass from Jacob Fury to Parker Breakbill.
And moments. angled puck goes right over the crossbar. There's a lot of traffic right in front. Man wasn't ready for it. That was on his blind side. Had vision on the puck, but didn't see the oncoming traffic. Here with 10 seconds left, maybe one last potential chance here for the Lancers. Moving in here, Kitano tries to shovel it in. This will just about do it here for the period, as it will wind all the way down. Parker Breakbill, and of course, our engineer back in the studios, Andy Dickerson. Thank you for tuning in here on BDAHockey.com. If you're watching us, well, that must mean you're supporting us, so we appreciate that. And thank you for your support of Kaha Hockey here in the 2017-18 season. Ryan Fisher spins away from everybody, including his own. Fisher in the middle of the ice. Somehow keeps onto the puck and angles it off to Ferry. Ferry tries to cycle. Instead, it's picked off by Walker Stewart. Charged in there. 4 bodies converge on one small patty. Jay Young just kind of ran out of room. Tripped up here. Hand is raised.
We're going to get a tripping call.
That was about as easy as they come here for the referees. 2-minute minor. Here's Bellarmine will have their Hurst. Flips it up. Intercepted like a football the other way here for Rebolar. Rebolar, last-ditch effort, tries to get it across the crease and can't do so. McGowan
was laying on the ice and taking a swat. Here he goes again.
McGowan picks it cleanly, looking for the near side. Put it over everybody and out of play. Oh, man, George here over the weekend. Good teams facing off. Trying to win a state championship. The next whistle, I guess we can explain how things are going to work here over the weekend. If you're unfamiliar, Ryan Fisher looking to break out, and Lancers go offside. So,
and that's what they need to continue to do. They got to keep an eye on that guy.
No kidding. I think pressure is the name of the game, and you try to shut down the Anaheim Ducks guy, really. I mean, you look at some of the skaters here in this league, he's one of them. You got to shut him down as best as you can. And like you said, that was a good job to pounce right there as he moved in. Knapp had a little bit of trouble with it. And Ethan Hurst had a little bit of room. Pass in front, goes off of the glove. Big shot there.
Big one-timer by Evans.
Yeah, Angus Evans able to get in on the
Great
play.
pass by Cantelmo.
Moving in, pass off again. Slap down Ethan Hurst. Nice defensive move from the blind side. Moving forward. Young has his pocket pick. Stewart moves into the play. Angus Evans is there too. Evans looking for Stewart. Cantelmo on the backhand tries to shovel a pass out. And it's just kind of a hodgepodge of moving forward here for the Bells. Good pass out, good vision here to Ethan Hurst. Puck, however, kind of handcuffed him. Nolan Stewart moves in, gets off to Cantelmo. Cantelmo, wrist shot, never got past Renton. Outward pass is intercepted now. Cantelmo on the backhand try is stopped there, courtesy of Vital Lashers, who was standing right in the middle of everything.
And those guys are wiped out. They're just getting to the bench, trying to get some new troops on the ice.
Ethan Hurst trying to win this puck away. Quick, nifty move, gets him around everybody. Puck rolls all the way back into the Bellarmine end. 10:30 left here in the second period.
Speed and skill. They can do so many great things.
Face off to the left of Mann. Goes to the Bells, but it rolls out of play. Off of the glass. And being here with us, welcome to all our friends up in San Jose.
If you're just getting here, you're getting into a wild one.
No kidding. For a second, it looked like Orange Lutheran was going to go ahead and take this thing away, but the Bells were like, we didn't come all this way for nothing.
Well, maybe they just needed a period to kind of get things revved up a little bit.
Well, yeah. Cantelmo behind the opposite net. I would say jet lag, but maybe it was a little bus lag. Battle won here by Chris Smales. Cantelmo, 3-on-2 now here for the Bells. Saucer pass in front, just out of the reach of Smales. Punched away here by Eisenman. There's another awkward bounce, man.
And that thing just bounced off the stanchion behind the net.
Joseph Cantelmo again, the forward. Just a sophomore. Goes to the draw and mixes things up here with Ferry and wins it in his own end. So it's going to be a little harder to get it out. Cantelmo. It's a little basketball move around and put the ball behind you. Guerriero at the end. Puck out. Ferry moving forward on the opposite wing. He has Hurst. Ferry cuts across, puts one low, and just off the edge of the skate there by Conlon Mann.
And maybe even off the outside of the post there. I thought I heard a little ring. Here we go.
Angus Evans, 2-on-1 the other way. Evans is going to hold on to it himself. Had it picked on the backside there by Josh Renton. Renton, I think, may have. And here is the aforementioned Jay Young. Crosses over. Fury moves in on the backhand. Winds around. Looks across to Breakbill. Breakbill had to go off of his stick. Wins it cleanly here from Kriegbaum. Breakbill still in on the play. Schreck has trouble in front. Fury just barely couldn't pull the trigger. Looks across. Wrist shot. Scores! Jay Young polishes it off. Lancers back on top, 3-2.
Well, the puck came to Fury. Initially, he was on the backside of Mann, and he just mishandled the puck a little bit, went off his backhand, went into the corner. And Fury streaks to the back behind the goal line, picks up the puck, and fires it out to Yoon, who's on the back door on the other side, and all he has to do is just release the puck and get it going towards the net. There was no way that Mann could get all the way across after going to one side and then trying to get back to the other.
I don't even think he was the intended target. By the way, I think Parker Breakbill was the man they wanted to get the puck to. He was right in front of the blue paint.
Hey, that's just being in the right place at the right time.
Yoon gets the goal here. Just over 2 to go.
Well, again, Jacob Fury finds his way on the score sheet.
Oh, yeah. By my count, I believe that's 3 assists now.
That's 3 assists.
Of course, we'll have to confirm that here during the intermission. Make sure he got those assists. Flora moves it up. Cantelmo steps on the brakes and pulls back around. Cantelmo moves in here from the neutral zone. Didn't have much of a lane to cross through as Ethan Hurst has his back picked by Angus Evans. Stewart with Evans moving in. Stewart lets go, hit off the side of the net. Staple gunned up along the boards, courtesy here of Jackson Ferry. Puck cleanly now. Evans trying to shove it in. Eisenman on top of it.
Bell's trying.
Expert opinion.
Well, I think I would have preferred going back down the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Again, not much to do that time around with everybody changing behind him. Now here's a potential chance here for the Bells. But again, swallowed up as he entered the zone is Cole McGowan. Remember, we're keeping an eye here on Cole. McGowan has not found himself getting much here other than an assist.
He got himself an assist, but he's
two
had
assists.
Two assists?
2 assists at this
Well,
point.
he's got himself a couple of opportunities that he hasn't cashed in on midway through the first period.
And an easy call there as Max Fenn. He was away from the puck, so it wasn't in my direct line of vision. But the Bells got to figure something out offensively here as they got 10 minutes to do it. Twice, no less. And hold things off.
And at the same time, hold Fury and Breakbill off the score sheet.
Which we've seen already today. Not easy. Back into the corner. Held on to. At the point. Coburn. We haven't seen Clayton Coburn much here today either. Icing. Puck is dropped and we're up and running once again here. Held in by Renton. Towing the line and putting into the opposite side corner. Out to the point. Wind up. 0 traffic in front. Everybody hops on top and makes sure it's covered. Them on their side playing a little flat.
And the chances they have had, Jordan Eisman has been there to stand tall.
He's been standing tall pretty much all game. Had a couple of hiccups in the second, but other than that, it's been smooth sailing for Orange Lutheran. In his own end, Jackson Ferry. And this right now we're seeing play that we saw like in the first. Quick move, Ethan Hurst can't get through traffic. Vahuja. Like we saw in the first for Orange Lutheran, they were so good at puck possession and zone time. We're seeing it again here, and the Bells kind of falling accustomed to that and playing back defensively, letting them do what they want. It's not exactly the mentality you need to have here in a comeback scenario.
Well, this is where
Here's a puck breaking out here. McGowan trying to get free, and a hand raised there as Josh Renton was all over McGowan. Penalty. Moving in, McGowan scores! Absolute. Quick pass in front, and a stop by man. Both penalties have expired.
We're going to kind of walk away with this one a couple of times. The Bells try to get themselves back into it. Cole McGowan gets a goal there on the power play, which gives Bellarmine just a little bit of life. But they got a long way to go here. 4:02 left to go in the third period.
Well, I'll say this much. Of course, I haven't seen either of these teams. Here's a potential breakout. As the puck rolls, Walker Stewart moving in, looking for the pass in front. Instead takes the shot, and it goes over the helmet. What I was going to say here is Angus Evans lets loose a glove save. Well, they're up and running here, 47 seconds. We said it was going to be exciting, and here we go again. Conlon Mann peeking over to the bench. He wants to get out of there. We can't do so, however.
That's an ice. That's an ice.
They won't ice it this time. No hand raised, no whistle, nothing. They'll move it forward here. McGowan, pocket picked by Fury. Fury looking in now. He moves in on the right side. Fury, look at the cross-ice pass. Goes right through the wickets of Jackson Ferry. And Conlon Mann cannot get out of the net. Here on the near side.
And the Bells can hardly get control of the puck.
Now they'll move forward. Mann has to get out of there now, and he moves. Here we go. Angus Evans loses his handle. Shrek holds the point with 8 seconds left. Shrek looking to the front. You got to get a couple of shots off here. Just bang it around. Carey peeks at the scoreboard quickly. Last chance ditch effort. Shrek will not get the shot off in time. And that is your game. Orange Lutheran hangs on for a 5-4 victory to open up the 2018 Kaha High School Tournament. What a game.
Down the ice because they were shorthanded, and they didn't have to worry about it being an icing and coming back in the zone for a face-off. So they took a couple of shots at it, and unfortunately didn't go in for them, but they just had that nice little bit of relaxing concept to that, so they didn't feel all that pressure to try to chip it out or try to make some fancy play so it doesn't go all the way down. So I think that gave a little